Welcome back to episode 20 of the Block Runner podcast, where we talk nothing but crypto and some tech news.
A lot of crypto.
Yeah, I am your host, William, and as always, your co-host, I-Man, is with me.
Yo, what up, internet world?
Yeah, we've upgraded a couple of things here, but
Yeah, we finally can see us.
yeah.
You know, it's not just voices no more.
Yeah.
So it adds another element of like, I don't know, like fucking,
Pressure?
I don't even know if you call it pressure. Nah, fuck that thing, dude. It's just a fucking camera, man. It's nothing. But there is like something in my mind though. Like last time, like I said last week, we did it with the webcam.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So that was like a makeshift way to kind of like test this video thing out.
See, like right now, like you're like doing glances at the camera and shit, you know?
Well,
like, so it's like, it's different is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like
bit.
having a third person in the room, and
Yeah,
we're
you have to like address
performing
you know what I mean?
for that third person.
So it's gonna take a little while to adjust.
Yeah.
So like where it feels like natural and shit.
Yeah, and it's okay. I mean, we'll get there.
But what's important is the content, I guess.
Yeah, and what we're looking at here is
See your meme lines though.
Yeah, man, look at this. So it was following this trend line here.
What would you call that?
It's just a trend line. I mean, and
Like
I have the support line here at 9,000, roughly 9,000, which this is where it came from here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was following this trend line downwards, and I was thinking it was going to retest 9,000, kind of like it did a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a 4-hour chart, by the way. But clearly there was a whale that was like, let's start this rally. And pretty much nothing happened after that.
What, this last green candle?
Yeah.
Well, I
So
don't know.
let me go down to the 1 hour just to see how much.
Yeah, all I see right now are like a ton of BARTs.
Yeah.
A lot of BART
seriously.
action going on right now. And in my mind, that spells manipulation, or not even that. It's just bot trading.
Yeah, it could be.
You know, there's not much volume right now. I think it's because it's a consolidation period. We saw this like when Bitcoin was around 3,000, right?
Yeah.
It was hovering there for months, and there's nothing but BARTs going on up and down, up and down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that was an accumulation consolidation period. That's what it feels like right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I
and
think so too.
I'm not alone in that. You know, like a couple weeks ago, what did I say? I was a little more doom and gloom, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Like, look at the daily chart.
Yeah, I mean, you
Bitcoin.
were talking about it was potentially going to go to around 7,000 or something.
No, dude, I thought like for sure like this was bubble 2.0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, this was
because it
like
went,
a fake out, a fake breakout, and then it was just going to crash down to like
yeah, I
5,000.
Like if you make it skinnier, like scroll out even more.
Yeah.
Okay, see, when you look at it from this perspective, that looks kind of like, you know, it's too parabolic.
Yeah.
The last time I've seen this happen to Bitcoin was 2017.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and everybody else is looking at this is like, dude, it was a fucking ridiculous run up for 3 months. So I was expecting like at this point to just, you know, kind of keep going down.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in 2017, right? It looked like it was rebuilding that same market psychology chart. I mean, if you just scroll out even more, look how identical those two peaks pretty much look.
Yeah, I saw somebody on YouTube. They took like a snapshot of this section here, and they compared it to like a day before or a couple of days before this actual peak,
Mm-hmm.
and it matched exactly.
Okay.
But I mean, that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, what does that mean?
Well, to me, what do these charts represent? We've talked about this like a million times.
Mass
right?
psychology.
It's mass psychology.
Right.
So to me, it means like the bubble psychology is approaching. That's what I was thinking. If it's going to break below, which it did, we called what, like 9,800, that critical support level?
Yep.
I think I said 10.5. You said 98.
Yeah.
Regardless, both of our targets got crushed.
They did.
And it went down to how low? Like 91?
9,100.
There you go. So my thinking was, dude, like that was the make or break moment. Capitulation was going to set in. People were just going to panic sell off, and we're going to see like 7K. Remember when Maddie made that tweet? He's like, how low do you think it's going to get in the next 3 days?
Yeah.
I think he was like as bearish as I was because he predicted like 7,900 or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But it didn't happen. It rebounded, and now it's like consolidating. It's really boring right now.
Yeah.
It's like no volume, you know?
Yeah, I didn't really think it was going to go down below 9,000 simply because we're getting too close to the halving. And even though I think once we get to the halving, the price is not going to do a whole lot. But I mean, we're getting to a point where in Bitcoin that we're not mining a whole lot of Bitcoins anymore, right? We're going down to 6.25.
Yeah.
And so at that point, the price starts to stabilize at that point, just because it's more rare. But
I wouldn't say it's going to stabilize, but
well,
maybe become a little less volatile. I think we're going to see like those huge up and down swings for a while.
well, yeah, I think so too. It's just we're not gonna see $3,000 Bitcoin anymore
Ever again?
ever again.
You're calling it?
I'm calling it.
That was it, huh?
I think the
That was
lowest
our-
we'll see is like 6,000 or 7,000, and that's
I think around 7,000.
I think that's the lowest we'll ever see it.
Yeah, it'll be like a slow trickle too. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
if
It's gonna take like 18 months to get to 7,000.
Wait, what?
Well, once it peaks at roughly what we're predicting at 100K plus or minus, once it peaks, then it's gonna take like 16 to 18 months, all the way down to 7,000. Kinda.
So you're talking about like after the next big.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking in a two year kind of like
No, dude,
lifespan.
I think it's gonna hit 7,000 probably in like a month.
Oh
or two.
hell no, dude, no way.
What do you mean? Do you think like this is the absolute bottom right here at 9K?
I think the lowest it will go, worst case scenario, like in the most bearish view,
But
8,400 is the lowest it'll go.
But even 7K is not that bad,
No, it's not. It's not.
Wait, what did it hit? 14K, so 50% correction.
Yeah,
which is a little out of the norm. Usually, like I said, in 2017, everyone was always preaching this like 30% was like the magic number.
Yeah.
When people traded Bitcoin, you're like, just wait for that 30% correction, and then you buy in.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like automatic. It's always 30%.
Exactly. Yeah, in this case, it went to 40%, but
But who gives a fuck?
35%.
Nobody really knows, right?
Yeah.
Like these are
But
all
here's
these are hokum rules.
But you say all the time, don't trade Bitcoin, right?
Yeah. No, do I say don't trade Bitcoin?
Like, don't day trade Bitcoin.
Yeah, I just say don't trade, period, man.
Yeah.
Because it's not an easy game. Unless you have like a serious, solid handle or like understanding of this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this market is incredibly unpredictable.
Yeah, and the way that I look at it is long term. And if we do think that it's actually going to hit close to 100K, then it's better to start accumulating now for that point. And then if we do reach that point, then, exit at that point. And then wait for it to go back down to 10,000 or 9,000, which will take 12 months. Just like it took 12 months to go from 20K to 3K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, wait for that cycle again and just accumulate more.
What did we? But I think we predicted like in episode fucking 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
A few months back. We were talking, or at least me in my mind, when this next fucking, whatever causes it, the next big repeat of 2017, essentially.
Yeah.
Or the peak of the next bubble cycle, I'm thinking like 200, 250,000 is what it's going to be.
Not 100. You think so?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more conservative just because, I don't know, 200,000, seems high.
That's
dude.
what?
It
Why does that
high.
seem high, dude?
I mean, because previous predictions before we were reaching 20K, it was going to reach up to $10,000 and it doubled.
Exactly.
But
So
in this case, doubling from 100K to 200K, that seems like a lot. That's why I'm thinking it might go 120, 150 maximum. Like, that's the point where all the whales will be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm done here.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no way to predict it.
Yeah, there's no way. That's why you should have a strategy to exit.
Yeah, exactly. You take profits along the way, I think, is the safest way to do it.
And one strategy that you guys should look up is Chico Crypto. He has a pretty solid strategy like an exit strategy that kind of starts right now. So as soon as it reaches 20K, you exit 10% of your portfolio.
Yeah.
Then 30K, another 10%, 40, 50, 10% all the way to 100K.
So what do you do with the funds whenever you're taking your 10% out?
You should definitely watch that video. It's pretty good because what he does is he converts his crypto into a stable coin, DAI. And then he uses DAI for loans. And so he makes interest off the DAI that he has.
For loans?
Yeah. And he makes like interest like between 6 and 15% interest.
What do you mean? Like he's like personally loaning out his DAI to people? Like
it's through some program, some app that you can loan out. MakerDAO.
Yeah, MakerDAO.
Yeah.
But I thought like, oh fuck.
So
I gotta remember all that shit again.
Yeah. So it's basically just a way, instead of converting into fiat and putting it into a bank account that's going to yield 0.01%, which is nothing, then just keep it in crypto in a stable coin and DAI specifically, and use DAI and MakerDAO to do that loan that we were talking about.
So if he's holding DAI, he's getting MakerDAO tokens, right? He's not
Right.
getting DAI. Like the interest that's getting paid on his, because he's basically lending people. Because the purpose of the MakerDAO
Yeah, I think we established
project is for
avoiding paying taxes on
not that's a huge
not
bonus,
in
right?
not in a nefarious way, but in a kind of an intelligent trading kind of way.
Yeah.
Because you don't want, if you want to purchase something with crypto, I mean, typically you have to convert into fiat, which then you have to pay taxes on that conversion. And if you want to not avoid paying taxes, then you just keep it in DAI, turn it into MakerDAO, take out a loan.
We never established if that's a taxable event or not. We don't
True.
really know.
True, but
You know how the taxes work here, right? We've been over that
Yeah.
times. Like any time you go from one crypto to another, that's a taxable event.
true.
But why did we? For some reason, I thought like that's a loophole because
Yeah.
it's a stable coin, right? No, but like even if you cash out your Bitcoin to Tether, I think that's a taxable.
It's a taxable event, yeah.
So the DAI should.
So I guess at that point, yeah, I guess you would have to pay taxes on that.
I don't know, dude. Like a few weeks back, whenever we went over MakerDAO, like I had way more insight. I guess it was fresh in my mind, right?
Yeah.
But so that's his strategy. His profits, he puts them in the DAI.
Yeah.
I guess you want to watch it.
Yeah, we can pull it up here.
Let's just check it out.
It's called Chico Crypto and then exit.
Yeah, we're like fanboying this guy nowadays, dude. We talk about him a lot.
He brings up good points, man.
Yeah, he's got a good YouTube channel for sure.
Here it is. $1 million cash out plan.
I wonder if that was his car. I don't think so.
Hey, yo, good evening, viewers of the tube.
Well, actually, well, I'll just summarize it for you because I don't want to, steal his thunder.
What do you mean steal his thunder?
Basically, you know how YouTube takes it takes a lot of if you're taking stuff from YouTube and you're not attributing that resource, then like they get takedowns and all that, and you've heard about that,
so
right?
So what, like if we watch this video, it could hurt him?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, we can do commentary on it,
Yeah.
but it's not. I don't know. It's probably not the best idea to just like straight watch it.
Don't you just like credit him like like what we're doing? Like,
Well, yeah.
This is his channel, Chico Crypto. This is what we're watching it, and then if I guess I see what you're saying, because like if people are watching us and we're watching this, like why would the fuck would they go over there?
Right.
Because they already watched it through us.
Exactly.
So it's like we're taking views away from him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could see where that'd be an issue.
So I want to get to the point where he talks about like that. Here it is.
Plan to once again cash out 10% of my portfolio in the same manner.
So here he talks about cashing out at a $20,000, 10% of portfolio. Half of it is Bitcoin. The other half is altcoin. And so he talks about going all the way to the top. At the very top, I think he keeps at 100K. He keeps he cashes out all of altcoins. And so this is just one strategy to think about when once we start getting closer to.
Well, yeah. It looks like up along the way, he's just taking out
Yeah, here we go.
altcoins. Okay.
And so here at the very top, yeah, most of it is just altcoins.
Yeah.
And so at the very top is half Bitcoin and half altcoin.
Just 10% though.
Mm-hmm. Which
What the fuck? Why am I coughing so much?
so yeah, total here is 90%. So he's keeping 10% in crypto. He's just keeping it.
Well, no, because that's 9 of them, right? 9 blocks.
Yeah, that's 9 blocks.
But it's 90% of his altcoins, essentially. Or no. 10%. Oh, my God. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 60% altcoins right there.
Yeah.
Plus
60.
another 5%, another 15%. That's 75% of his altcoin portfolio suctioned out or siphoned out. And then
Yeah.
he pretty much 15% of his Bitcoin holdings, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
So it depends. Like maybe most of his bags are altcoins, and that's why it's like this. So this is just an example of
I don't know.
Of like a strategy anyone could take and modify.
Basically, yeah, what you're saying is it's not smart just to like hodl.
Yeah, hodl and wait for 150K or 200K. That may not even get there. That's what I'm trying to say.
But even if it does, you just keep on hodling, right? And then you ride the wave all the way back down to 10.
Well,
like what happened to the majority of people last
but you want to
time.
avoid that though.
Yes, that's so it's smart to take little nuggets here and there, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't want to do that for tax purposes.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah. But the thing is,
that's the thing that kind of like slowed me down a little bit.
Sure.
Taxes, man. Like I already took out. I'd say like I took out whenever I recognized like the bubble was here.
Yeah.
Like the bubble popped. Like in January 2018, I was like, dude, I need to get the fuck out. I cashed out as much as I could, which was like 30% of everything I had.
Right. Right.
And then I realized, like, I'd calculated all the taxes and she was like, God damn, dude, I owe so much fucking money. So I was like, I made a decision, like, you know what? What I'm holding on to now, because at the time it was still pretty valuable,
mm-hmm.
and it wasn't like 100% certain, like, the bubble was here.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think it was gonna get as low as it got.
Right.
Hindsight's 2020 now. But anyways, so my thinking was, whatever I got left into crypto, I should just hold it for more than a year,
mm-hmm.
so I could avoid these short-term capital gains taxes and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it bit me in the ass, right? If I would have just said, fuck it, cash it all out, and pay that 40% tax, I still would have been,
reasonably good.
Well, better than where I'm sitting today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just a higher tax burden.
And the other thing that Chico Crypto brings up too is that he has a portion of his exits into a loaned out DAI.
See, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just he's diversifying a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's getting some kind of residuals or some kind of passive income from that. I just don't know how fucking sure, like, is he actually making a return? Like it.
Yeah, here it is. So checking account, savings account, and a money market. And so let me play some of this.
0.09% and 0.16%. When you deposit US dollars in the bank gets to take those dollars and lend them out with high interest rates. And then you get back just a fraction of what they earn on those loans. It is a really sweet deal for those bankers who make out like bandits, while the consumers' balances earn dust. But the DeFi infrastructure that is blossoming from cryptocurrency is giving us other options. If we check out the website loanscan.io, we can see accumulation of the lending and borrowing options with different stablecoins in the DeFi ecosystem. As we can see, DAI is a stablecoin with the furthest reach, being on every platform.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, let me go back here.
These are the lending platforms
that
you were talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm like, who's he? He's not going out there and like
knocking
on doors like, hey, I got these DAIs here that I can loan to you. Like, there's an actual infrastructure in place that I'm not aware of, right?
Yeah, and so here, for example, in Compound V1, Compound 2, Maker.
Okay, I know
Dharma.
Maker. I don't know any of the other ones.
So all of these are loan platforms, right?
Okay.
They're not like the scam
they're
platform like BitConnect.
Yeah. I'm assuming they're all Dapps.
I would think so.
Probably all on Ethereum, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you can see how much percentage you can earn. I mean, we're talking about 10 to 20% here.
Is that what those green and purple lines are?
Yeah.
Okay, earn 6.9. Let's say Maker.
So Maker doesn't, I don't know why it doesn't have anything there.
Really? Interesting.
So maybe it's the 17%
so
here.
when you borrow, when you borrow, you that's the interest rate. 17.5% for Maker.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking high.
It's very high.
Well, that's because Ethereum is so low.
But here's the thing. It's high because not because people are I don't know. I don't want to say that they're just trying to take your money, but it's high because you don't have to deal with the banking infrastructure, right, with these loans. You don't have to get a credit check. It's basically a high interest loan. It's your risk, and a lot of these cryptocurrencies are locked in a smart contract.
Mm-hmm.
And so the value here is not necessarily that you're getting a good deal on a loan, but the value here is that you're not dealing with the banking infrastructure, and you can still get out a loan.
Yeah, but this interest rate is always fluctuating based on Ethereum, I think.
Based on Ethereum, but also the
that's-
MakerDAO decision, right? The voters.
Yeah, that's what they because the only thing they have is collateral or people's Ethereum. So if the value
true.
of the collateral keeps going down and down and down,
That's
which
true.
it has lately,
Right.
it went from like $320 to $200 like over the last month.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big dip. That's like a 30% loss in your fucking holdings, as a
And
as
with
a financial financial holdings company.
Yeah, and with any kind of investments, I mean, this is sort of like an investment. You're loaning out your own money to gain interest, right? To earn interest.
Yeah.
So what you do is, let's say you make $100K in this bull run, right? $100,000. You probably don't want to put all $100,000 in DAI for loans.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
of course not.
You probably want to put 20% or 30%, something like that. That way you're not taking all the risk in these loans. But that 20%, that $20,000 is earning you, roughly 10%, give or take. So that's reasonable.
I just wonder how much of that 17.5% like goes to the lender, like in Chico.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm curious about. Well, the other one seemed pretty good. It's like, I don't. It's Dharma is like a 50-50. No. Yeah, it's like the lenders get 100% of
the interest. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm sure they make their money some other way.
Yeah, but regardless, his point is it's better than it just sitting in a bank or something like that, where you're getting fucking fractions of a percentage.
Yeah, and then the banks are taking your money and loaning it out and making a lot.
Yeah, but like you said last week, dude, that's good for us, right?
Well, it's good for the economy because that's the rules that we're playing by.
Yeah, that's what you were arguing last week about Libra. That if Libra becomes an actual thing and people prefer it over traditional finance banking industries, that's gonna put a huge hamper in what'd you call it? Fucking fractional reserve lending.
That's right.
Shit like that.
That's right.
Which is kind of like what our whole world runs on, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, about probably 95% of the world uses fiat currency, fractional reserve banking.
There's tons of borrowing going on, dude. Like people need loans just to get their
and like I mentioned in the last video, with the act of borrowing is the exact same act of generating new money. And so if you're not generating new money, then you're slowing down the economy, and therefore you have these collapses.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we're technically...
So this is another thing.
We're contributing to that by using this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. This is another thing, not just Libra, but like this whole... this is like a movement that's just starting to the whole decentralized finance sector.
Yeah.
I think like Ethereum is sparking a lot of this, but it's not something that's obviously widely adopted yet. Still like an experimental, what do we call it? Experimentation phase.
Yeah, yeah.
But fuck, man, think about it, man. Think.
To me, it's a better proposition than putting into a bank account.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still paying taxes anyways, right? So it seems like if you can earn money, then that's the better route to take. But again, this seems like a risk because somebody's taking that loan and doing something with it. They could easily lose it too.
Yeah, you mean like the borrower?
The borrower, correct.
Yeah, so that's what we always talked about when we're talking about MakerDAO and all this stuff and DAI.
Yeah, like
where's the collection process, right? Well, right now it's easy, I guess, right? Because it's Ethereum. It's a smart contract, right?
Yeah, it's a smart contract. That's another thing. We do need to like dig deeper into MakerDAO just so we understand like the both sides, the loan and the borrower.
Yeah.
Because I want to see like if I'm borrowing $100,000 in DAI, like what is that? I guess I have to give up some collateral in order to do that.
Yeah, isn't it like 150%? Like if you're borrowing 100,000 DAI, you need like $150,000 worth of Ethereum as collateral.
And so if I default, then I still the loaner still gets 150%.
The loaner they just yoink your shit, don't they?
Yeah,
just
basically.
Like a bank does?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you're locking your Ethereum.
I mean, that seems like a pretty safe bet as a loaner.
As a loaner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, because it's a fucking huge, dude. Like, that's a huge...
that's a huge...
collateral.
That's a huge collateral. Yeah.
So, yeah, the thing
it's liquid collateral. It's not like a piece of land where you got to go and figure out how to sell it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking A. I think the thing that stumped me the most is like, why are people putting forth 150% of their Ethereum to get 100% back? It's like, why don't they just sell that 150% worth of Ethereum.
Yeah, there's got to be something that we're missing here. It has to be.
Yeah, I feel like we're just
Otherwise,
not
like,
financially inclined or something. I don't know.
Think about
it's
it.
Not
If it requires 150% collateral, and it's not a system that actually works, right? Why are there competitors?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I did. This is the first I'm hearing of all these other ones, and I'm pretty sure that's not it, right?
yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more than this. And maybe there's more scammers. Maybe some of these are like BitConnect. But BitConnect was something else, man. It wasn't like they called themselves a loan platform, a lending platform.
What? Do you know how it works? Did you?
Basically, what they would do
is
just
like put your money in.
You put your crypto in,
yeah,
and they're supposed to return you some percentage of that crypto.
Okay.
And the way they return that percentage is by trade bots or smarter people than you.
The fuck? Their secret sauce.
Yeah, their secret sauce that they say that they can make more money with your money.
Yeah.
And so let's all make money together.
So it's not really like a lending platform. It's more like...
Well, and not only that, it was also a Ponzi scheme. So the way that people got paid is by getting more people into this scheme.
Okay, yeah. So you're saying these have none of those red flags?
Yeah.
That we're aware of.
As far as we can tell, I mean, we haven't done research on all these quite yet, but...
No, it sounds like you said, there's not much different than what a traditional lending, agreement.
Yeah.
Only thing that's so fucking mind-boggling is how... because this whole thing is decentralized, right?
Yeah.
Who makes decisions? Like you said, there's a governance. The MakerDAO platform is all where they make all the decisions.
Well, I think, the MakerDAO kind of group, or the decision makers, the voters of that, they decide on what the interest rates are. But when it comes to a person defaulting on a loan, it's all based on a smart contract. So if you don't fulfill the smart contract's kind of like laws, if you will, then you lose your collateral, and that collateral goes to the loaner.
Yeah.
Right. It gets split up to the parties.
Which is fine. That's the way it works today.
Yeah.
There's
pretty standard.
Nothing crazy about that. That's the, you borrow some money, there's some juice attached to it, you pay the juice.
Yeah. It's like getting a home second mortgage.
Yeah.
Right. You take out a loan based off the house, and you use that loan to start a business or whatever. That business fails, you still owe that money.
Yeah.
Right. Then you can go bankrupt and take a hit to your credit.
So this is cool. So so by you buying DAI with your profits, you're essentially you become a virtual loan shark in a way.
Yeah. That's true.
Which is pretty cool.
You're taking everybody's like 50% extra off their liquid crypto.
But that's what everybody wants, right? Passive income, dude. That's like the biggest boner when it comes to finance for me personally.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like everybody dreams of sipping cocktails on the beach and shit, and you're just raking in dough,
Your
dude. You don't
account
have to
keeps
do
going
shit.
up. Yeah.
So this is one path, I guess, a little minor one. You're not going to make a killing, I don't think, but I don't know. Yeah, I got sold on so many different airdrops for the longest time. I thought was going to be a source of passive income.
Yeah.
Because the way it was shilled to me, especially by EOS.
Yeah. Not only that, you have to have a lot of coins in order to get reasonable airdrops.
Oh, I had a lot of coins. That's the thing. That's why instead of cashing out those coins for fiat, I held on to those coins because of the airdrop promise. But the way they made it sound like is this is going to be a constant flow of airdrops, dude. I thought it was going to be passive. In the first few months, it was. It was like a nice little, I was making, like $3,000 here.
Yeah.
$4,000 here. But they're big popular projects. But then like once those dried out, everything afterwards is bones. It's like they're dropping fucking just
I wonder
seashells.
what it was. I wonder what came first. Was it the price in Bitcoin going up, or the ICO mania in Wild West of the ICO? Was it just a coincidence that it happened at the exact same time? Did they support each other?
Yeah, that's what I always say. Because you're in the camp that thinks that
the price went up because of the halvening and the cycles and all that stuff.
Bitcoin is controlling everything. It's just like a natural rhythm, a cadence that the market follows, right? Bitcoin is the dominant, is the big beast. But I think in 2017 was the exception. I think, because the mania wasn't surrounded Bitcoin. The mania was
ICO.
Was ICOs and
how much did they raise? Like 100? Was it
who?
$9 billion in ICOs?
Something like that. But yeah, so all these new projects were popping up.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking about that, But yeah, Bitcoin, of course, had the dominant, volume just because it's the on-ramp to the whole space.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And once the normies came in,
yeah,
that's all they heard about. The normies weren't buying ICOs.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they came in to buy Bitcoin. That's what drove Bitcoin up, I think. But
yeah.
So I'm a little skeptical. A little bit. Like, I understand your points about how, halving's coming. There's going to be a run-up leading to that, like it always does. Then there'll be a sell-off post-halving.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking, what the fuck is after that? Like, what's going to drive the price up after the halving? There's nothing. And, like, ICOs are done. And IEOs, I mean, they were cool for, like, the first few weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, yeah.
Now they're fucking straight trash, dude.
Yeah.
Specifically Binance, because there's tons of other exchanges that do IEOs.
I don't hear about
There's
those.
not even a peep about those. Yeah, it's only Binance. You know why? Because Binance is controlling that shit, man.
Yeah. What do you mean controlling? Controlling what exactly?
Oh, I told you. The trading contest.
Well,
dude.
yeah, that
every single IEO they watched. I think there's one coming up soon. It might even be tonight or something called Wink.
Yeah, I heard about it.
That's dude. Oh my god. Okay, that's Tron's first Dapps IEO. So, and if you know me. Previous episodes, I have like this huge. Me and this Chico crypto guy like agree 100%. And I've been saying this shit for years, dude. Yeah. Because I saw it happen. I saw the inception of Binance. I saw the inception of Tron, and I recognize like those two motherfuckers, dude. CZ and this Justin Sun guy. This fucking guy right here in the bottom corner.
Yeah,
bottom right corner. When he launched his Binance platform, it was a ghost town, right? Because nobody's gonna trust this Chinese exchange,
It's true.
If you're talking about like an American investor, right? Like you're gonna give all your personal information to this fucking guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, funds are safe food, trust me. Like fuck all that, dude. But he pulled it off somehow. Oh, you wanna know why? Because all the Chinese projects were taking off, like Walton Chain, Neo.
Yeah.
They were like the first exchange to give you gas. For your Neo?
Yeah.
So everyone's like, fuck, dude, of course I'm going to go to Binance. Like, I want my gas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he incentivized, like, a huge flood of people. Damn, now I sound like super conspiracy. This is actually an interesting conspiracy. Like, these whole Chinese projects, I bet you they're all fucking connected, man. Like, it was a big collusion to get Binance, like, this big.
Yeah.
Because now that I'm thinking about it, that's how it happened.
Yeah.
There was a big movement in, like, the crypto space, like, China. Because it was after the Ethereum pump.
Sure.
So everyone was like looking for that next thing, and it was like Ethereum of China is Neo.
Yep, I remember that.
You remember that shit, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, I don't know, everything just followed. Like, there's just like a big rush into the Chinese projects.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because it's obvious, right? China's like a huge superpower,
mm-hmm.
And it seemed like they had they were more accepting of blockchain and stuff like that. So.
Sure. Well, not only that, the regulatory aspect in China, I mean, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so they could do all kinds of stuff. And obviously they're still doing it now with the little trading competitions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so
I forgot where I was going with this whole fucking rant. Every time I think about this, dude, it gets me fucking heated.
The conspiracy of, I mean...
Yeah, the whole connection with like Tron. Like I said, it was a ghost town when Binance launched, but they had Tron as one of their... They didn't call them IEOs. It was just an ICO that you could purchase through the Tron or the Binance platform.
Sure.
Before that, there were no exchanges offering ICOs. But I guess something happened, like regulation stepped in, like, you can't do this, motherfucker. So they pulled Tron, and I think there was a few other ones on there. They pulled them off, but then Tron was a dead project for like a year after that or something, for a long time, because... Oh shit! Nobody's aware of Tron anymore because it's not on Binance. So as soon this guy, Binance guy, CZ, he launched a trading contest. I think the first one ever was for Tron, and that's the start of the whole thing. That's what turned Tron from like a ghost town project to a top 10 coin.
Yeah, I'm curious as to,
and the reason why this is relevant today, because there's like so much talk in the town about this Justin Sun guy, right?
Yeah,
like tons of talk about this guy.
Hold your thoughts on that.
Is it 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Really? How do you know?
because the camera's off.
Oh.
All right, folks.
Clap round 2.
Yeah, round 2.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Yeah,
we had to take a little break because our video camera has a little glitch there.
Well, yeah, it just juices out on us, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the way it's designed, but now we got to get a cam link.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? So we can avoid interruptions.
That's correct.
You know? So like every 30 minutes, whoever's not like fucking camera informed how these things operate. I guess for some reason, every 30 minutes, I guess it's for the battery, right?
It's for the battery and I think the memory as well.
Okay.
But I think this little cam link has like a little bypass for that. So
Exactly. So it'll just stream directly into your computer, right? And
that's right.
So we don't have to stop.
Yeah.
You know, I was in the freaking middle of like a heated.
I know, man. He was about to
rant,
break
dude.
this table.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Hulk was coming out of me, man. I was getting mad every time I talk about these fuckers.
Yeah.
You know, fuck,
Especially
man.
Justin's son, right? How about that guy?
Justin, he's the biggest one. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, just because, dude, man, I don't know. I'm not a hateful person, Willis.
I don't know, dude.
What?
I
What?
mean,
What are you gonna say?
everything's a scam. Everything's
Okay, no, I'm a pessimist and I'm like a cynic. And
Okay,
I'm
there
a
you go.
skeptic, but I'm not a hateful person. Like I normally don't like see somebody and be like,
Yeah.
man, like fuck that guy. I hope
True,
you know what I
true.
mean? But for some reason, man, I think it's because he's so young. Like he's like younger than me, I think, and he's like pulling off one of the biggest scams in history, man.
Yeah.
And he's not alone in this. There's a ton. Obviously, there's a lot of scams in this space. You know, it's a new tech sector. Like almost the majority of people don't understand. It's pretty easy to pull off a scam, right? But in this particular case, yeah, this guy, look at that face, dude. Come on, look at this motherfucker, man. Isn't he just like? I only want to say like some douchey shit, like, "Ooh, what a punchable face."
Yeah.
But,
No, I mean, but he's been talking about going to this Warren Buffett's lunch thing for, I don't know, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, however long it
true.
was. He was hyping it up. And a couple of days before it's actually due, he has kidney stones.
like
All of a sudden, I mean, which I guess it does happen all of a sudden. But nonetheless, it's
the timing is a little
timing
peculiar.
Yeah, it's,
You know, it's Warren motherfucking Buffett.
yeah,
you
you
know, and-
suck it up.
Yeah, but apparently, because there's like videos that are circulating on you know the crypto sphere. He didn't do the lunch with Warren, but he went to like some party.
Yeah, he went to some
Like the same day.
Tron meetup event.
Yeah, he looked totally fine. He's like answering questions and shit.
Yeah.
Like he could have definitely had that
See,
lunch. So something is.
I just don't
going on,
understand.
man.
Even if he's trying to like scam people or just fake his way through like success, why would he do this publicly? That's what I don't understand. If
Well,
he's
that's where the people are, man. That's like it's just marketing. It's like this is what Trump does, you know.
yeah, but if he just goes through with it, that's a lot better than actually just like skipping out on Warren Buffett.
Oh, you're saying like why did he do this? I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Fuck, why did he?
that doesn't make any sense.
Let's speculate. Like,
I would
well,
have to believe that he was actually maybe he was actually sick. He has to be.
Nah, man, that's an excuse because he's got like fucking Chinese government coming after his ass and shit now. For,
Well,
like, money
allegedly.
there was a video like 2 weeks ago where there's like 20 cops in his offices. Like,
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
because there's like a lot of people who are getting scammed, not necessarily from
because of
this
Tron, but because of
platform he
like the
built.
Tron platform. Yeah.
There's like tons of scammers on it. Right
Yeah.
now. They're just scamming the fuck out of people in China,
yeah.
and they're pissed. And they showed up at Tron offices like, "Yo, what the fuck, man? What is this shit?
What do you?
Where's your regulation?" Like, well,
Yeah.
then he's like, "Oh, it's decentralized." You know? I'm not irresponsible, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of true. He's got a point. You know, he made the platform, and it's up to the community to like regulate scammers. I guess I don't fucking know. Like it was again, we're in experimental phase. There's gonna be a lot of scammers out there,
Yeah.
but
But
regardless,
that's true. There was that video where I guess the police was at his office.
yeah, a lot of people were saying they're there to arrest Justin's son. I think a lot of people in the community want to see this guy in jail because he's like an excellent representation of like shadiness, man. Like, you know, no.
No, I mean, no, I totally agree. There is a lot of, I mean, he's
like,
not.
This
he's-
is a long. It's not just this. This has been like an ongoing, like issue with this guy in Tron. Like from the very beginning, even before the platform existed, everybody found out like the whole white paper was plagiarized. Essentially,
Yeah,
that already like set the whole cascade in motion. You know,
yeah.
everybody's just skeptical from the beginning. And like I said, it's this young guy, man. He's like in his early 20s or something. Like, what the fuck does this guy know about running like a multi-billion-dollar platform?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, clearly he's not doing something, good if the police are showing up at his office,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but let's not like all freaking pull out the pitchforks at the same time. Though.
Yeah.
I
mean, but still, like if you paid the $4 million to have lunch with Warren Buffett, I would think it's better for your own community and your own pocket to actually attend this event.
Yeah. But then again, we're sitting here talking about the fucking guy.
Yeah.
He's got all the attention right now. Like literally, like everyone's paying attention to Tron and Justin's son, not because of the greatness they're doing.
Right.
Just it's like a spectacle, It's a fucking reality show. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
It's drama.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
shit sells, man. And I don't know what he's like in his mind. How does this benefit his
Yeah, how does it benefit like his platform?
Yeah, the Tron Foundation. It doesn't, honestly. I mean, it.
Yeah,
like more people are becoming aware of the fact that this shit is like shady. It's potentially a big scam. But at the same time, it's not. It's just another DApp platform, dude.
Yeah. Like he doesn't really control all the scams that go on there.
Yeah.
Like he can't control it.
Yeah.
That's sort of the point.
Yeah, I mean, it's already out there. Tron has a lot of activity, blocktivity. You look at Tron, it's up there. There's a lot of gambling and shit, and he's in trouble for that too.
True.
I think the Chinese government is actually like,
well, they actually care about this stuff.
Yeah, they're aware of like, hold on, dude. There's a lot of gambling and shit going on here. I think there's like charges of like child pornography already and stuff like that on Tron. And
well, yeah,
it's gonna fucking happen, right?
I would expect that too.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I mean, police showing up, not going to the Warren Buffett thing.
Yeah, but the reason why I even brought this up was because of Wink, this new IEO that's coming out.
Right.
I'm not really sure when, but it's got to be very soon. You looking at Twitter?
Yeah.
There it is, right there, first one. Binance Launchpad announces Tron-backed Wink IEO. So this is like Tron's first. It's not his first DApp, but it's his first DApp launching on Binance through an IEO.
A rebrand of the popular gaming platform Tron Bet, currently the highest ranked Tron DApp on tracking sites.
Okay.
The new token, WIN, will be launched as an IEO on the Binance Launchpad.
Wow. So this is okay.
Oh, the seventh project on the token launch platform. Interesting.
But the first Tron project.
Oh, I see.
So
okay.
The reason why I'm talking about this, because I'm saying Binance, like I said, the IEO, it feels like the IEO fever is kind of like fizzling.
Yeah.
But this might like revitalize it. I don't know. Just because of that connection with Justin Sun and Binance.
Yeah, but the connection so far, like Binance Tron has been linked to a lot of like fraudulent kind of activities.
Yeah.
And so I would think, a regular investor is looking into an IEO would just stay away from that. But that's not the case. I mean, right here, Binance Launchpad has raised a total of $27 million for its IEOs, for 7 different IEOs.
That's actually not that much.
No, it's not. But they've been sold out in minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So look, those companies who are doing IEOs are not raising $100 million. They're going for like $6-7 million.
That much money, yeah. I think those days are over where like people are gonna just give. Oh, I don't know. They probably could have got more.
Well,
honestly.
I've been looking into Regulation A financing and Regulation A plus, and so there's 2 tiers. You can raise up to $20 million, and the second tier is you can raise up to $50 million over the span of 12 months.
Nice.
And so $50 million comes with like added regulatory delivery of paperwork, such as your statements, your revenue statements, all that stuff. It has to be delivered to the SEC. But the point is that anybody can participate in these ICOs, these regulated Reg A ICOs.
Not Reg B.
Not Reg B.
So under 20 million, anybody can participate.
Well, no, it's 20 million or 50 million. It depends on which one as a company you want to do.
Okay.
So up to 20 million or up to 50 million. The 50 million has some added requirements that you have to do for the SEC. The 20 million has less requirements. Anybody can contribute to your ICO at this point. Just regular people cannot contribute more than 10% of their net worth in that particular ICO. So it's it's open to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Blockstack is the first one that actually went through that process.
Yeah.
And there's another one called YouNow who's doing props, the prop token. It's like a decentralized YouTube, I believe.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember talking about that a couple years ago. Like, yeah, it was like the first. I guess it was going through ICO at the time. Maybe they like postponed it or something like that to be more.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's like a legit platform. You said YouNow? Yeah,
YouNow.
that already has like millions of users, I think.
Yeah, correct.
And they're just creating like a. I don't know if it's like YouTube. It's kind of like. It's just a media platform.
Yeah.
Like I think you could like stream on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little bit of Snapchat in it too.
And I think it's you really can't censor anything on there. So
I don't know.
It could be dangerous one way or another, but that's what they're doing. And so they filed documents to the SEC that they're wanting to raise X amount of money. So Blockstack is raising $28 million. I'm not sure if they actually completed it or not. I need to look into that, but I know just recently that they were green lighted for $28 million.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, this is all good news. Like I said,
yeah, man. As long as you play by the rules, and you can invest in these companies, and
But I do you think like props, for example, is going to be something that's listed on exchange?
Oh, that's the other thing. I need to look into it further. I think there's limitations on how soon these coins can be listed on an exchange.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So you might have to wait a year roughly. Like you buy the token, you wait a year, then it gets listed on an exchange, and then you can exit.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's a couple of ways that companies could do ICOs. Like, for example, American companies can still do an ICO, but through accredited investors.
Yeah.
But a lot of this stuff still has to go through the SEC. Actually, if you go through accredited investor, you don't have to do anything with the SEC, because accredited investor means you know what you're doing, right? You know the risks.
Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't know the risks, then that's when the SEC steps in and tries to protect the investors. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting, and I a lot of these IEOs, I've noticed that they're raising a few $1 million, which is smarter, right? You don't want to. Yeah,
I'm not saying like IEOs are done or anything. Like this is definitely like the future of like crowdfunding for crypto projects. Like ICOs are for sure out the window.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that was too Wild West, especially for like any type of like serious. Like I think of something like props.
Yeah.
Like a serious project because it already has an existing platform, right? That's got millions of active users and shit like that.
So I wonder what the difference between props and DLive is.
The fuck is DLive, dude?
Oh, sorry, DLive.
Oh.
Yeah, DLive.
It's just DLive is like a streaming platform. It's like Twitch. It's a Twitch competitor, but it's a decentralized Twitch.
But I props is like a YouTube.
It's like YouTube. It's got like
DLive
Snapchat
is like Twitch
type features. Yeah.
Okay.
But props is like the currency of their platform. It's not actually. You said it's a YouNow. They might change the name. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But the props currency is kind of like how people will fucking upvote content on the platform. I'm assuming. I don't know, or how content creators will probably make money.
Yeah.
I think.
YouNow live stream video chat.
Oh yeah, we could just look it up.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, see, this looks like they're streaming, right? Yeah, this person has, holy fuck, they got decent views.
2,000.
You got the titty streamers going and everything, dude. This is just like Twitch.
Oh, man. Dude, have you seen Silicon Valley yet?
What do you mean have I seen? Dude, like what?
Well, there's a couple of episodes.
What?
Well, no, I mean, there's a couple of episodes where these guys, they create a video platform, a video chat platform. And they get screwed because many of the users of the video chat are girls under 13.
Okay.
And so every infraction of people using the platform is like $16,000 fine.
Oh god.
And so they racked up fines up to like $32 billion.
Why? Like, what were the 13-year-olds doing?
Because for some reason they didn't do the terms of service.
Uh-huh.
And so every terms of service says you have to be 13 and older to protect the kids from, bad people on the internet.
Yeah.
But they didn't fill out the terms of service and put it on their website. And so people are just using it randomly. And so those terms of service are directly to protect the company from 13 and under users. because if you don't have that terms of service in your application, then you get, these $16,000 fines per use. And so they racked it up, but you should watch the episode because it's hilarious.
Nah, it sounds fucking funny. It just sounds like something they didn't expect. It's like, God damn it, we got a bunch of like teeny boppers and shit in this bitch. I thought it'd be like,
and so
if they get in trouble for like, I don't know.
I think about this platform where, it's decentralized, it's a video chat, like there's no censor, capabilities. Like dude, how does this work?
What do you mean? Like as far as
how do you protect individuals? That's what I'm wondering.
Shit. See, you know what, man? I don't know. See, I'm kind of like a radical in that sense. Like, I believe in the idea of like free internet, free media platform, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
If there's like some crazy shit going on, just let it fly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Why do we need people to step in? Like, if it's up to the individual to see, like, if you want to watch it or not. If it's something that's gonna go against your moral compass or whatever the fuck, just don't watch the thing.
Let me argue with that a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I get what you mean, and I sort of agree to an extent.
Keep in mind, I don't have any kids or anything. So maybe I have like a bias. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe because if you have kids, maybe be like, no, we need to protect them and all this shit, right?
But I would give you an analogy that would say, with vehicles. Okay. If you don't force people to get licenses, then you have chaos in the streets. You could predict that. Otherwise, how do you organize people driving?
That's actual fucking life or death, dude. Like that's different.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is life or death. It is different.
These are like operatable machines that weigh a ton.
Yeah.
They could like destroy lives like easily. This is just a video.
Yeah, but the thing is, the mind can be easily manipulated.
That's a good point.
And so kids can be coerced to do things which they don't understand that they're doing.
Like fucking Pokemon or something like that. Like they'll do like some sort of like anti-American propaganda through Pokemon.
Well, I'm thinking
Japanese government.
Well, I'm thinking more nefarious than that. But but yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, what are you talking about then?
I don't know. Just be encouraged to do things that they're not supposed to be doing with adults.
Oh.
So that's what I'm talking about.
I was like, we went there. That's a little dark.
Yeah.
But have you ever heard of that Momo thing? Momo?
Like the little character guy?
Momo. You've heard of that, right? Where like the
ugly looking
creepy
bird?
looking fucking character like on the internet.
Yeah.
Look up Momo. But dude, this shit was crazy because I have like nieces and nephews, right?
Yeah.
And apparently like that motherfucker just popped into like random like YouTube videos kids were watching. And it says like some serious creepy shit. Like it tells kids how to kill themselves.
Yeah.
But like in a cartoony like kid way. It's like, boys and girls, go to your garage and like find a sharp pointy object. And then it tells them like in a drawing, an instructional how to, slit their wrist properly to where they die.
Yeah.
Not like this. Do it like this. And then like some funny.
Wait. Well, that's wrong, right?
I don't know how do you kill yourself? This way?
Yeah.
Or this way?
Long ways.
Long ways?
Yeah.
Well, then that's what it said.
Okay.
Whatever. See, I'm not a cutter, Will. I don't know these things. But my point is, dude, look at that fucking creepy shit. But yeah, so you're right. This shit was like on the internet, and I think like all the platforms pulled it, right?
Yeah.
So that's one protection. Because there's actually a couple of kids, I think, that killed themselves off of this thing.
See, that's
nefarious.
That is.
It's like some creepy fuck who's like trying to get people killed.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
So in a
tough.
decentralized universe, how do you protect from that?
Dude, you can have. Remember, you've seen The Ring, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you have a video, kind of like what you're talking about, where it teaches kids how to, do stuff to themselves.
Yeah.
But you can have a video that's essentially like a runaway video where you can't prevent it, you can't shut it down. It just exists and people can access it, and that's it.
Yeah, but what's the worst? Not like some bitch is gonna pop out the screen.
Well, no, but
you're saying like a Momo,
where they teach you how to cut yourself, and maybe that's like a thing that's encouraged, and kids take that as a challenge.
Yeah, like a 4 or 5 year old kid doesn't know of any better, right?
Yeah,
they're not aware of what's gonna happen to them. That's why they like snuck it in there, dude.
See, as you can see, like if you're the government, I mean this would be a concern.
Yeah, that's actually pretty alarming shit.
Like it's a legit concern.
Yeah.
And
so like in a decentralized YouTube where there's no fuck, man. Yeah, like in my version of the world, I would say like whatever the fuck. Whatever
there's ways to do it, actually. Think about this.
Okay.
In a decentralized way, that means your local computer is the one that has control. You can kind of control what's on your local computer. So when you're accessing stuff, the government is not limiting to what you can see, or the platform cannot limit you, kind of like YouTube can limit you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So instead, your app is what limits what you can see. So as a parent, you might download this YouNow app on your computer, right?
Okay.
And you might allow your kids to view kids stuff.
Yeah.
But within the app, you won't allow your kids to view adult stuff.
But that's the thing. They splice this into kid shit. This Momo situation.
That's true. That's somebody that's just a bad
bad
person.
actor. This is a bad actor within the network.
Yeah, you can't really do anything about that. But
you can, because YouTube pulled that shit out.
Well, yeah. Well,
So,
YouTube can.
Yeah, because they control the platform. They decide what's on.
Oh, you know
off.
what? There's dude. This is a good discussion, because maybe the community says, "Oh, that
Yes,
video
yes.
has this section in it where it teaches kids to do bad stuff. Flag it."
Exactly.
And your application just says, "Oh, this is flagged. We're not going to show this to you."
Like if remember, like in Decentraland, Agora is like the voting infrastructure platform for shit to get done, right? Like the community decided,
Yeah.
we're not going to have 10 by 10 squares or parcels.
Yeah, exactly.
We want 16 by 16. So
Exactly.
like the community voted on it. So in any kind of decentralized platform,
Just the people
the
have to
community
agree.
should be able, and something like this should be so fucking obvious.
Yeah.
There should be like 99% consensus. You know, like, oh fuck, pull that Momo off the whatever the fuck.
That's true.
And it'll
man.
probably be quicker.
Yeah.
You know, because like all it takes is one person to like see it,
Yeah.
flag it, and then it'll become like a hot issue. Maybe like get a lot
Yeah.
of upvotes. You know, be top of the community discussion.
Well-
And then they just yoink it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
Well,
your application just doesn't play it for you anymore. Like, they can't yoink it. It exists.
Oh yeah, you're
it's
right.
it'll
Yeah,
always
like,
out there.
There's nobody who like goes in.
Yeah, you can't
codes
pull it
this
out.
shit, right?
Yeah, you
Like-
can't pull it out. But
Yeah.
your app can say, for flagged stuff, I don't want to see anything that's flagged, because it could be,
So like-
streamed murders. It could be beheadings. Like, you just don't want to see that stuff. So your application doesn't show you flagged content. But for those people who want to see that, they can watch that.
But like, how do you meet the threshold then? Like,
Well, it's
for-
maybe like the rate of how quickly people flag this. Maybe if things get flagged really fast, then
Yeah,
it just
because it has to be something that has like tons of views, right? If it's something nefarious, like you say, if it only has like 50 views,
yeah,
who gives a fuck? It's like
it's
negligible,
not going
right?
to get flagged, and you'll probably run into it. So
We're not only like 50 people did,
yeah, only 50.
but if something like this Momo shit was like millions of kids probably were watching these
yeah.
children program, something like that will self-regulate. I feel like
Yeah,
if
it's-
this if it's built into the code,
yeah, which
On the
it needs
platform.
to be, because dude, this is like a real concern. Like,
Of course, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you're trying to decentralize the internet, like, yeah, like with everything, with decentralized finance, who fucking collects?
yeah,
You know, that's an issue.
yeah,
Or who determines the interest rates? That's why they created the whole maker infrastructure for that, because they thought about it. Like, what the fuck? How are we gonna do a lending platform?
yeah.
And there's no one here like analyzing your credit and
That's
shit.
right.
Right?
That's right. That's right.
Looking over your employment history and all this stuff. There's
Yeah.
got to be a way around this where we could decentralize it.
I remember when we were kids, we were getting on the internet, and we were using Napster and
Yeah.
downloading videos and all kinds of stuff. And I remember there was a beheading that happened, in Afghanistan or somewhere, and they recorded it, put it on video, and they put it on the internet. It was like one of the first like
Yeah, like viral
violent
beheadings.
things.
Yeah.
And I remember finding the video, and
Yeah.
I remember watching the video.
How did that make you feel?
Well, so I remember. So first of all, there wasn't a place where you can upload video, so you would have to like literally upload the video into a server, and then you have to access the server. But it was on a website, of course.
Like, what time? Do you remember what year this was?
I really don't.
No?
It was maybe like
Early 2000s, right?
maybe early 2000s, like 1999, 98, something
Damn,
like that.
this is really early. Yeah.
So so I watched the video, and the quality of the video was like so poor. Like you could see what was happening, but you basically have to imagine like what it looks like, because it was so like poor quality, and like the sound was bad, but you knew what was happening. Like you could hear the guy screaming
It was
too.
just as terrifying, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the imagination is probably worse than what actually
You're right.
happened.
Yeah, if it's like fucking 4K beheading, it's probably, oh, that's just fake.
Yeah, it looks fake. Yeah, yeah.
This is a Hollywood production.
Yeah.
But reality is just awesome
But
pixel rates.
I don't know why I brought this up, but I remember like feeling uneasy about it. Like this is
Fuck, of course.
like I
dude.
probably shouldn't have watched this. I was thinking,
Well, I don't think we're supposed to as humans. I
Yeah.
don't think that's natural. Like where we could just. That's kind of like the side effect of the internet.
Yeah.
So we're the first generation who's like overexposed.
Yeah,
To like
pretty much.
to reality.
Yeah.
But it's not real reality because we're not experiencing it. But
But-
if you're an empath, if you have that ability to empathize
Sure.
with other humans, you watch some shit like that. It has
It
has
a
to
psychological effect.
It has to.
Yeah,
It has to be
and
bad for us.
it's the same thing when we watch Kimbo fighting. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like, it was
You felt like you're in that backyard too. Like
Yeah,
get him, dog,
exactly.
Get him, fuck
Yeah,
him up.
yeah.
You know.
it was weird because like it was one of those things where like this has not happened before, yet we can actually view it and it's on the internet, and that part of that kind of newness about it was the fact that it was so interesting, right? It wasn't like the content itself. Like I'm not into like street fights and watching them. Like I couldn't care less.
No?
But the fact that it was on the internet and it was like one of those
Yeah.
viral videos and everybody was talking about it, it's like, and you can access it. It's like that was a new thing that wasn't possible before.
Yeah.
And so then I'm thinking like, when we have this decentralized version of, YouTube and beheadings and all kinds of stuff, like we might be seeing like new levels, like 4K beheadings.
Or
Yeah.
like, and like there's probably gonna be some child porn. Obviously, if it's
Oh, yeah.
unregulated,
Dude.
that's not good. You're right. There has to be, because there's certain things that like it's
maybe
a no-brainer. Like that shouldn't be allowed.
Maybe as a
feel like-
developer, like kind of like Satoshi when he was designing Bitcoin, and he said, I think Bitcoin started with 32 megabyte block sizes, like on day one, and then he just switched it to 1 megabyte.
Mm-hmm.
And that decision to switch to 1 megabyte was for a lot of reasons. It was for the internet wasn't fast enough to support bigger blocks. It was a way to kind of get the ball rolling on Bitcoin before we actually needed bigger blocks, because now we might need bigger blocks, and so a consensus would need to be made, a soft fork, and all that stuff. But that's not for the purpose of this conversation. But the same developers that are developing now and DLive and all these decentralized platforms, they need to be thinking about how can the community contribute to regulate some of this literally and objectively bad stuff.
Yeah.
And
Otherwise, we're not going to see mass adoption. This
Yeah.
is another
That's
barrier.
yeah,
Not just ease of use and like shitty UIs and like just
it's
on
gonna-
ramps are so difficult.
It's going to
also
turn into the Pirate Bay, where
Exactly.
few people know about it. Few people know how to access it properly.
and it's going to be painted as like some type of like another dark web.
A dark, exactly.
Like only fucking creeps and psychopaths and like sex offenders and shit use this decentralized version of the internet, right? Because why? It's like look at this. There's like child porn on this YouTube. There's
and you can't take it down.
There's like the top videos of dude getting like his fucking dick chopped off or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's got to be like family friendly in a way.
Yeah. It's got to be.
it
You
can't
got to be
go-
able to regulate it to a certain extent.
Yeah, but it can't be in control of a company.
I
Like
think
that's the big thing about what's going on with Twitter and YouTube and
Yeah.
Google.
Correct. Yeah, because they
You know.
have biases. They might be
Exactly.
right wing. They might be left wing. They might not like one candidate. They might like another.
Yeah.
And they're biased. But this has to be sort of community decided
It's
decisions.
democratic. It's a democratic internet.
Yeah.
It's run by us. It's
Regulated,
it's FUBU.
controlled by us. Yeah.
it's FUBU internet for us by us. But goddamn,
Not sponsored by FUBU.
hell no. I wish. Dude. I'd fucking be wearing my fucking FUBU jersey right now, dude. If I was sponsored by that shit.
Yeah.
But you know what, dude? Nah, you're right. This is an important topic, man, and it's something I don't think many people talk about.
I
'Cause
mean, I see this.
I think because Dapps aren't like where they.
I see this chick, and I'm too afraid to click
You're
on
right,
it.
dude. She looks like she's 12, man.
Yeah, man, like-
Dude, exit.
Yeah.
Get away.
Look at it.
But this is like Twitch. It's the same shit. It's just a bunch of girls.
Oh,
you know,
yeah. I mean, yeah.
and like,
But the Twitch ban hammer comes down often and quick and swift.
yeah,
I mean, and for good reason too.
yeah,
Because if they start allowing they start being
like cam girls, legit cam girls.
they start allowing this stuff to happen, the ban hammer comes from the government.
Oh, I see.
And so, I mean,
from the government.
well, because for porn sites, you have to be 18 and plus, right? Every porn site has that like little
There's like some
gate.
little bit of, well,
But Twitch doesn't have that.
I don't know, man. Like, I think you can upload just like your own porn these days.
No, you can't. You still have to be 18 and over. I mean,
well,
you
how
don't.
do you prove that?
So that's the thing. It's not that you can prove that you're 18. It's that they put a gate there that says if you're under 18, you have to go away.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
if you view this, it's not our fault.
They have like their fucking I agree button, basically.
Right.
Like, if you enter this site, be aware.
Yeah.
And
it's really for the website. It's not for you.
Yeah.
Right? They don't give a shit about you.
That's true.
They care about themselves and not getting fined.
Exactly. And but Twitch doesn't have that.
Right.
Because that's not what they're selling.
That's not what they're selling. Exactly.
Makes sense. Fuck me, man.
Yeah, imagine if Twitch, you go to Twitch and it says, are you 18 and over?
Okay, look, there's a message there. What does it say?
Shit, I don't know.
You got to get closer, dude.
Recording has been
stopped. I can't believe I read that, dude. My eyes are terrible. I think it says, "Oh, the next word is so hard." I think you need to reset again, or do we want to stop?
No, hold on.
Yeah. GG. God damn it, dude. We need that cam link so fucking bad. Did you restart it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so we're on like part 3.
Yeah,
essentially.
part 3.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, that's another thing that we should look into, just out of curiosity. I mean, I'm curious as to like how these companies, these decentralized companies, are going to self-regulate for their own good.
Yeah. No, like well, it's just like I don't know, man. Governance is a huge issue within the crypto sphere. Yeah, I guess a lot of consensus on like how to pull that off yet.
Yeah, I guess that's the same issue as the governance, right?
With anything, right? If a group of people are trying to achieve something, like in a company or in an actual government or just any kind of community, there has to be some type of hierarchy of decision making, right?
Yeah.
Like because I guess not. These days with the internet, everybody can vote. Like theoretically, right? Like everybody who's got access to the internet, you're in this country, should be able to vote online. Should be that simple. Just like I said, in Decentraland, if you're a member of that world, that community, essentially, if you own land, I think, right, or if you own mana, I think both. If you own mana or land, you have
a vote.
I'm not sure if it's like equally weighted. I don't think so. I think the more land you have, maybe the more votes.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a whole different discussion. Like how the fuck. I don't know if that's tough. It's tough to determine, like,
that's why we have delegates in our government, is because not the constituents, but the actual individuals, they don't know enough to start voting on things.
See, that's the debate today.
Yeah.
Obviously, when our government formed 300 so years ago, there was no means of forming a nationwide consensus, right? There's no fucking. You have to send like a goddamn boy on a horse to like get a message somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now we have instant communication, instant everything.
Yeah.
But so
it's not the same intelligence level either.
Exactly.
That's
like we
issue.
still need these delegates. We need this hierarchy of decision making. Is what I'm saying. No matter what. No matter what, any kind of organization you're forming, if it's a company, you got to have a guys at top. They're supposed to be the smartest guys in the company, right? They're making the big decisions. So if you're running a Dapp, a platform, there's got to be a way to vote in these motherfuckers. You got to run the shit.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, keeping it decentralized and like democratic and all that stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to look at DLive just to see, what it looks like.
Yeah, like we should maybe start streaming here. Let's see if we can find like there's a chatting right there. Chatting. Yeah, there's not that many people on this thing yet. Hopefully it blows up one day. But the thing is, like, do people... Number one girl her name is Cutie. I don't see like any podcasters or anything like that. It's just people it's like Twitch. They're just chilling and chatting,
Mm-hmm.
Like we could do this, right?
Yeah, this one has 522. That's interesting.
It's Doge. But what did you want to see on this?
No, I've never been to it. Obviously, I heard PewDiePie on here.
Yeah, I don't know if this is his company or what, or he's
No,
just endorses
definitely not. Definitely not.
No,
No, he's just
endorse.
he's getting paid.
Just shill it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's not much activity, man. Like in the hundreds, it's pretty weak compared to Twitch. But it's kind of like my thing. Does a decentralized Twitch like make any difference? It's from a consumer perspective, right? Not really, right?
I don't know. Shit. Do they have like all kinds of content here?
But like, how decentralized is it? This isn't built on blockchain, is it? I think it is actually.
It's supposed to be.
But on whose blockchain? It's not Ethereum.
Here's podcast.
Oh shit! There you go.
258.
Wow. Hey, let's watch it. Let's see what they're talking about, real quick.
Amen. There you go. Wow.
I fight daily, trying to get critical into breaking news to the masses.
That mainstream media will not cover. Okay.
We talked about Believe earlier tonight. There was a synchronicity with Believe.
Well, they see this guy. It sounds like they're just
Bitcoin,
like
Litecoin.
It started with I read Believe as I saw it.
Show notes.
All began tonight.
You got like some kind of what are the titles on those? Go down. You read the titles?
Wow.
Indonesia volcano eruption.
See, that's random as fuck.
So this is like general.
They're just talking about
podcast
shit going on. But they built like a nice little community. They got like 300 people watching.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh shit, this is live right now.
Yeah, they're streaming,
damn.
dude. So we could do this.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
And people were like, "See, these are the
Oh, the
viewers
comments. Yeah.
commenting in real time." And, you know, you got subscribers, and like this is shit. I guess they donate. They pay 10,000 DLive tokens. I don't know what they're called.
Lino points.
Oh yeah, that's what they're called. Lino. Okay, 10,000 Linos. You can. What the fuck? What's the point of that?
Oh, I think you get a lemon, you get an ice cream, a diamond, a Lambo, and a plane.
Yeah, but what is it though? Is it just like a?
Oh, let's click on it.
To give it up for any material possession ever. You know, are you about materialism or that eternal light?
Well, this just shit's confusing because I don't know what I'm looking at here. I guess it's an inception because we're looking at the same thing.
Some of these songs are gonna be hard,
But they're not actually on screen, huh?
No, they're not.
They're just talking into a mic.
Okay,
cool.
The others are
Shit, man.
Well,
all to the message. It's all gonna
now go to Twitch and see what's on there. If you want to see like the real big boys.
So we got podcasts, we got games.
A lot of games. Hella games. As to be expected. But okay, if this is like a truly decentralized Twitch and it's built on blockchain, I don't see anything on here that's like alarming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to me it's
there's
just
not like
games.
There's not like nonstop porn on the top or anything like that, right?
Yeah,
it looks exactly like Twitch.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is like, what kind of content can I see here?
It's the same shit as Twitch, but my point is I don't see anything nefarious going on. And it's
well, that's what I'm curious about because why? You know, you would think that you'd be seeing all kinds of stuff.
What?
Nefarious stuff.
On this?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. We were just talking about that, like a DApp or decentralized platform.
Yeah.
If it's truly decentralized without any kind of regulation or like, you know, ban hammers, like in the fucking just chatting section, it should have tons of girls just like jerking off and like dudes just like beating off to it. Right? But that's not happening.
I want to see like the terms of service and like what are the rules. Dude, what the hell, man?
What do you think of this, Willis? Like, would you do? Would you spend time watching people play video games?
I'll be honest, I have, but it was on YouTube. It wasn't live. You know why I won't watch live stuff? Because there's a lot of waiting around. There's a lot of like pauses. I'd rather have like an edited video that I can get like stream of content, a stream of action. You know, perfectly edited, and then 10 minutes I'm done.
But I guess like when it's streamed though, you get more like interaction, obviously, with your community.
Yeah.
There's that aspect to it, and then there's
well, and then you get like the donations.
Well, yeah.
So I mean, that's the point of this.
But I'm speaking like from a consumer perspective. Like, why is watching somebody stream live better?
Yeah, I mean, I can see the value. Personally, I wouldn't spend my time watching it live.
Yeah,
that's just my personal take.
Gotcha.
But it depends. I mean, I just haven't been able to get hooked on somebody
it's
playing
great.
live.
It's great for gaming. Like you're not like a true gamer like me, boys.
Well, I was at one point. I was.
Okay, so you were. So you
Yeah.
understand the value of like, let's say you're trying to get really fucking good at a game.
Well, okay. So yeah, I've never been to that point where I'm like actively researching how to improve myself in a game.
Really?
I haven't got to that point.
You're not a gamer, dude.
Yeah, I
Oh,
guess
you know
not.
what? You're a casual gamer.
Yeah.
You're like a hardcore. Like
I used to own you in Halo though. Let's
yeah, that's because I never
on the
played
record.
Never played that shit game, dude. I was too busy. What the fuck was I playing?
Call of Duty or
Like fucking
WoW.
Yeah, dude. WoW consumed me.
Yeah.
That was my fucking problem. But yeah, man. If you're trying to get good at something like say StarCraft, a strategy game, you understand what those are, right?
For sure. That
Like
I
an
can
Age of
see.
Empires type game.
Yeah, I can see that requiring research because you can't
Yeah.
just play that game.
It's like trying to learn how to play chess, man. Like
Sure.
a way more complex version. So it's like you want to see like somebody who's like awesome at it, right? And then kind of like
and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
No,
learn.
I get that. I get that.
So that's where streaming is valuable in my eyes. But lately, like the top channels on Twitch are all about like just people just chilling and chatting and just like hanging out and
Yeah.
fucking bending over, doing squats and stuff like that. That's like the top streamers.
Right. Bending over to squats.
Yeah.
Crazy. Then.
No, this is interesting. So you said now let's check Twitch.
Yeah, like for you because you never really go on that.
No, I don't. I
do all the fucking time. So to me, this is like nothing. But I'm curious to see your reaction. You didn't even type it in right, dude. That's how much you don't go there.
Oh, Twitch TV, yeah.
God damn, look at the difference, dude. 158 fucking thousand people watching just Overwatch. Just that
damn.
one game. Yeah, man. Good luck, DLive, bro. Breaking this behemoth down. Shit.
Well, it's because this is like
First mover.
Well, not the first mover, but it has like a platform of where people can actually make money here,
Yeah.
and it has the marketing power, Twitch.
But you see what might be cool with the whole
So
blockchain
what is
thing,
this?
like DLive. See those? Remember those stupid things they had on the bottom corner with like the ninja and shit, the
Yeah.
Lambo.
Yeah.
Those could be like NFTs in the future that have like actual real life
Yeah.
value, maybe. You
So
know,
I was thinking, are these like sponsors or
yeah,
what is this? Postmates? Like, come on.
yeah, dude. What do you mean? Come on, that's a big ass. That's a good sponsor. That guy's probably raking in some fat loot. How many people are watching him?
Yeah.
26 fucking thousand. Look at this shit, man. So
Like, why is the quality low? I mean, do I have like the settings?
I don't know. Yeah, you're at 360p.
Shit, what the hell?
That shit 1080, son.
There we go.
There we go.
That's better.
So this guy must be a pro. I'm assuming. Oh, is this Shroud? Yeah, this is fucking
Yeah,
Shroud.
Shroud,
dude.
yeah.
This guy's popular as hell.
I mean,
Dude, but people make legit money doing this, man. Like, for real.
Fuck, this dude took no damage at all.
Obviously, you know that. You know who Ninja is, right? The
Yeah.
Fortnite guy?
Yeah.
Dude, he makes like millions.
Fuck that bitch.
yeah, but what's like the distribution of money though? Like, out of the top players, like, is it top heavy, like completely? Like, these guys might make millions, but then the second guy might make $50,000, and then
What the fuck's wrong? Oh, no.
no, I'm saying, and then the third guy is like $5,000,
No,
and then you
no,
got the
no.
rest of the people.
How are we holding?
See, those are like a. That's not like a game that has like decent relevance. Like I have a friend in high school who she's still a streamer. It's a girl. She used to average like 300 viewers per stream, but these days she averages like 100 or something.
Okay.
Every time she logs on, she's got like 100 people watching her do whatever the fuck. And she makes a full-time living doing that. You know what I mean? It's all about how loyal are your fans. Like, you could just get like one whale, right? Especially if you're a girl.
Yeah.
You're way more likely if you're a girl streamer to like, I don't know, get some guy to be like virtually
Yeah.
in love with you, right?
Yeah.
And he'll support you. In her case, like her top donator was like some dude who gave her like a total of $35,000, bought her like a fucking car, like bought her furniture for her fucking apartment and shit. Like, she openly said this like on her description.
Yeah.
Shit. You know, this is my top like they kind of like it's like a leaderboard of donators. So like and, like if you want to be number one donator, that's how you claim my heart, right? That's how it works. But you see what I'm saying? You don't need like 1 million viewers to make a living off of this. You just need,
I see what you're saying.
Very loyal viewers.
Yeah. But how do they make money though? It's like clicking on these donating Postmates, like using these links to
no, like this is just his own personal sponsors. Like he just makes money shilling, right? But see where it said donate? Right there, donate. Yeah, and then if you're watching and you have money in your Twitch account,
oh, I see.
You just hit donate and you give them.
Oh, you know what? Oh, another monetizing thing about Twitch is that if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to a Twitch account, and they get paid, I guess, on a monthly basis, whatever it is.
Well, you could usually. I don't. Can you not do that anymore, or what? Back in the day when I used to watch Twitch all the fucking time, I think that was before the Amazon partnership or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There was just like a $5 sub button. Like if you just pay, you just sub to one of these people, and every month you're giving them $5. And really, the only thing you get is like a little icon here on your chat. Yeah, like these little crowns. I think those are subs.
Yeah.
You know.
So, but
and you get access to like stupid faces like that, right?
That's it. I mean,
that's it. You kind of like feel as like a part of the community, I guess. You know, I never subbed, but I get it. I get it. I understand the psychology of it.
I mean, I get it too. I mean, if you like this guy, you want to support him, you subscribe, you pay the $5 a month.
Yeah, and you feel like you're part of the community.
Yeah, you're contributing. You want to see more content. Dude, I get it.
You know what? This is like amazing to think, because this is what like humans. I feel like us as people, as a creature, as a humanity, man. This is what we're lacking, is community more than anything.
That's
you want to know why? A lot of it has to do with like the deterioration of like religion and stuff like that.
What?
I'm being real as fuck. Willis.
No, the reason is because the internet has actually brought us apart instead of together.
No, but they're forming these online communities.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because in our real lives, the communities they don't exist anymore, man. But like, I think evolutionarily.
Yeah. I see, like, physical communities don't really exist anymore.
Yeah, but think about like how we evolved. Is like we needed communities to survive, right? If you're gonna be a lone wolf out there, more than likely Darwinism kicks in and you die.
Sure.
So we're like genetically programmed to like, you know,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying, right?
No,
I
get
we
it.
lost that part of our, and I feel like genetically we need that, and so it's so easy to get attached, not just to this, but like sports. Fucking politics, anything that's fucking cryptos.
True. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I get it with sports for sure.
Yeah, and the reason why I brought up religion is because that's traditionally a good community,
a physical community.
Yeah,
for sure.
Every week you fucking meet up and shake hands and like eat donuts and coffee and shit, and then you talk about God. But that shit's going away, like for real, and people are looking for like a substitute, and I can't blame them, man. Like we need it. I don't know, how, like, you know.
No, I definitely get it. I do. Right? It's just, it's, I mean.
You can't fight it, Will, man. Like, we got primal instincts, man. That's just one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with any of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you sound like, you know, you don't like it.
No, I know, I do. I do sound like that, but I'm totally okay with this. I want to be clear.
As like a substitute?
Yeah. I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this.
It's like cord cutting, right? We don't pay for cable anymore. Cable is pure trash. Mm-hmm. Like, so that $115 that we used to pay goes to something else, some other entertainment. It could be Netflix. It could be this guy, Shroud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, like somebody's willing to pay this guy $5 a month probably watches this fucker like a lot. I'm assuming.
But
you know what I mean?
I think, in my opinion, I would subscribe $5 a month if just to support the guy, because I for one reason or another I want to see him continue, but that's it. I mean, like,
but like everybody knows this dude's buku rich, but they're still subbing. So I don't think it's more about they're trying to support him. This guy's got more money than like he needs.
Yeah.
At this point, if you're still subbing to the guy and like donating, it's more like I said, you just want to be involved in the community, feel like you're part. I think.
Yeah.
Like, why else would... It's not about support, dude. These guys are... At the beginning, it was, you know.
Yeah.
But, dude, these guys are loaded, man. They don't need money, you know. But again, there's nothing wrong with this. It's just this is the evolution of fucking
this is
humanity, man.
Yeah,
this is where we're headed.
this is just communities on the internet. Like,
Exactly. And like we always talked about, like whenever like automation kicks in and none of us have jobs anymore, this is what we're all gonna be doing. We're all just gonna be streaming and like making internet videos, and we're just gonna be paying each other, right? Just to watch each other's shit. Like this is what we're gonna do.
So then what's the incentive for DLive then? Like, what's the differentiating factor?
I don't know.
I mean, you got PewDiePie like shilling it now.
That's the problem with Dapps in general, right?
Yeah.
Like like how do people want Dapps? Well, they do for social media platforms, that's for sure. I think that's why EOS is trying so hard with this voice thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad if you're looking for a killer app, Twitter is definitely a good target.
Yeah.
I think people are like looking for especially conservatives, they're looking for an alternative because they fucking hate how biased Twitter is, dude.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad target. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Twitter
for sure.
Yeah.
Now,
and then YouTube these days is getting a lot of flack. It's mostly, like I said, conservatives. They're getting fucking hella cucked these days on.
I would think that the selling factor for DLive would be that you couldn't censor the stuff, but that's why I was expecting like more a natural human like interaction, not just games. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, but these platforms are built for games. Like Twitch was supposed to be like a community for gamers. You know what I mean? But
I guess you have to.
At some point, like they realized the majority of the chicks who were gaming really weren't playing video games. They were mostly like they had their cleavage out, you know, and they were pretending like they knew what the fuck they were doing on the video game. So they're like, you know what? Let's just make like a chatting section, and then it's filled with girls. You know, this is more. Yeah, this is more like.
Yeah, I mean, some of them got like 1,000 viewers right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, because there's like, I mean, a lot of lonely guys out there on the internet, dude.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like,
well, you have a fucking girlfriend, so you're okay. You're not as lonely as a lot of like gamers are, dude. They spend their whole day gaming. It's like, I need some fucking female. Like, I need some estrogen in my life so they can watch some chicks.
Yeah,
they don't have to be doing anything, you know. Just to hear that nice, soft, sensual voice of a female.
Right.
Sometimes it's enough to donate $5. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So yeah, man.
Yeah, we pretty much veered away from crypto entirely. We might as well.
Well, I mean, we're talking about Dapps.
What is that? Oh, that's Twitch.
Sorry, yeah.
So
we're talking about Dapps and especially the whole governance thing. I mean, that's really important. And I guess these platforms are for video games, but clearly they're being used in other ways, like sitting and chatting. That's why I was expecting DLive to have more of an equal distribution, games here, chatting, like other stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, they don't. They're definitely not booming, that's for sure. Like they're number one.
Maybe the only use case for like live streaming is video game and chatting. Like those are the main use cases. Like you can't really think of anything.
There's one guy named like Ice Poseidon. He was like a Twitch streamer, but he got real famous because he was the first motherfucker that like ventured out into the world with the camera, you know, like strapped on top of his fucking head.
Yeah.
He just did like real world shit.
Oh,
like,
I see. Yeah.
Like I don't know, he would
go get coffee.
Yeah, at the beginning he would just go to a restaurant and then like he'd have like his phone out, like listening to his chat, like talk shit to him while he was out there. And he's trying to like, you know, converse with people. It's kind of interesting. It's like watching the Truman Show. You remember that movie?
Yeah, of course.
So he was like the first one. He kind of like pioneered that, and like he would go to like a nightclub and try and pick up chicks, stuff like that. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
right?
with like a huge camera.
Exactly. You had a huge camera, a big battery backpack or something, just so he could do this, and like a server, like a network, fucking antenna poking out, and he's trying to pick up chicks like this.
Yeah.
And it's fucking funny that people are just like bullying him just because of how ridiculous he looks.
Yeah.
So you know, everything's interesting. You know what I mean? Not just gaming.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think like he stopped doing it because it was like dangerous for him. Like he got raided. Like every time he was at a restaurant, like cops would just show up, because one of his viewers would fake like a bomb threat, like this guy at this restaurant
with a huge camera is about to blow up. Yeah.
Exactly. Then like out of nowhere, like 50 cops show up with guns pointed at him.
Damn.
Like, yeah, like that happened to him like 5 or 6 times. Once he was like on an airplane about to take off, they had to stop the plane.
Shit.
Because like somebody called in, like, you know, there's a guy on your plane who's like gonna blow it up.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
the
I
guy
mean?
with the camera on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of dangers to that.
Man, that's stressful, dude.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Having guns pointed at you.
Have fucking cops getting called in your ass and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
But that's the whole world, Willis. This shit ain't going away.
We definitely need to get on this though.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know, where do you prefer, Twitch or DLive? Twitch
Well,
looks saturated as hell.
Not for this kind of stuff though.
Maybe not. Maybe not for this kind of stuff.
And especially
You know what?
Decentraland, whenever that shit comes out.
Yeah, for sure. No, I totally agree with that. But we got 2 guys chatting here.
Blue is a Wheaton Terrier. Yes.
IRL drinking. Look, they're just drinking. What
With
the fuck?
ER
1,200
Doctor.
viewers, dude.
With
That's a lot of
ER
viewers.
doctor friend from college.
Blue's awesome.
Yo, how's this guy have 1,000 fucking listeners though?
No, negative on that one.
He must be a strapping lad, dude. He's got to be entertaining as fuck.
Ever had the amputate? Oh no, he talked about they're usually amputated before they come to him.
Okay, they're doing like a
When
Q&A.
am I getting a dog?
That's cool.
I travel too much to have a dog. I would not be a good dog owner.
Dude, like I can't handle like these small talks.
You can't?
I can't do it. I got to be talking about something real, dude.
Something real?
Yeah.
They're
man.
asking you about surgeries and shit. That's not doing it for you?
Well,
That doesn't get you all hot and fuzzy? It's like, oh, so how many feet have you amputated last week? Like, what the fuck?
no, I was like, are you getting a dog soon? I was like, dude, I just don't
okay.
care about this stuff,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you're right. But that's part of it. Dude, like, okay, let's look at a chick. She's fucking hot, I think. Oh, intended for mature audiences. I wonder what she's going to do. Damn, she's smoking, dude. Don't even lie.
All right, so someone gave her $15.
Because it has audio.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh shit! So
And I'm going to post
so-
it.
Danny dude gave her
Look
$411.
what she calls him, alpha of the week.
Yeah.
Dude, this bitch, man. She's trying so hard, like the psychology game.
So where are the viewers? 388.
Yeah, see, that's actually a lot.
So this, what is this? Total views, like altogether?
Yeah,
Okay.
for her whole streaming career. Well, okay, so she gets a little bit of money for these chairs.
Right now. We're done. I'm done. I'm out. Fuck that.
See, all right, that's annoying. But
But
here's
you
the
see
thing.
those donation alerts down there? So like people pay like $2 text to speech. You know what that is, right?
Oh yeah.
If you wanted to like say something and then like it voices it out to her so she can react to it, $2. $3 a ringtone.
Fancy alert. The fuck?
$5 K-pop alert. I don't know what that means. $8 troll knocking. I don't know what that means either. $10 is what?
Singing request.
Okay, so yeah, she's got like her own like.
I can't.
Yeah, I know. I know you can't do it. But
I can't do this, dude. No, I'm saying like I get it. It's just I don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
if I needed a chair,
But you understand how marketing works, right? Yeah, like advertising.
yeah.
They gotta have like
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if here's what I'm thinking. Here's what's going through my mind. If let's say Twitch didn't exist, and I was pitching you the idea of Twitch, and I said people are going to sit in front of the camera, and they're going to be interacting with their audience, via text, and the audience are going to be paying for, just donating, just to do crazy things like text to speech.
Mm-hmm.
If I were getting pitched this, I'd be like, dude, like this, what are you solving with this? Like that?
What are you solving?
Yeah.
In this aspect, it's just entertainment. So it's not even like anything to solve.
Yeah.
It's just you're introducing a new way
Form of entertainment. Yeah,
exactly.
Perhaps that's what this is. That's
100% what this is.
like this is just another way to be entertained.
Oh yeah,
Just like
sure.
people watching Fear Factor, that's one way. A lot of people don't like Fear Factor. Some people do.
Yeah.
That's one way people get entertained, and this is another way.
It's the entertainment business, man. Like the more. I mean, because, dude, we need to fucking, like, we work so hard as people. Like, we spend the majority of our life just working our asses out. We need ways to,
Yeah, for sure.
chill out.
Yeah. It's just, dude.
Definitely an abundance of entertainment, man. That's why like shit like Netflix blew up, dude. It's like a nonstop, endless source of like content to consume. And it just keeps on growing. They're making their own programs now. Yeah, which are like better than fucking TV.
It's unlimited too, right? Yeah. It's all pure creativity, right? You come up with a show, you write it, you produce it. I mean, you put it out there, and you get watchers.
So it's just, yeah, man. Not only are we desperate for like communities, we're desperate for fucking
like interaction, like human interaction,
that too,
and entertainment too. Yeah,
yeah. It's because we don't have to like spend our fucking time anymore, like hunting and gathering, man. That's like what naturally we're supposed to do. Yeah, that's probably why we're all so depressed and shit in this tech age. People are like going on mass rampages and shit because we're so disconnected from nature and like our natural biology. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is crazy. Like, look what we're talking about right now.
This is crazy.
This is what the world has turned into, man.
Yeah.
Like 100 years ago, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What do we do?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine it. It's harder for me to imagine like living in the past than it is to imagine the future.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True. That's true.
I can picture the future way better. Like I know what's gonna happen almost. Like, you know, with VR and everything, where we're headed.
Sure.
But like I think about the past, like, dude, what the fuck did people do to like pass the time, man? I think they actually just talk to each other.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, that's like a fucking ridiculous concept. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, people talk to each other? What?
Right.
Holy shit.
I want to see the end of this. Dude, there's a lot of people live right now.
Yeah. Wait. What?
I'm just scrolling all the way to the bottom.
Yeah. See, some of these guys are just like 5 viewers, whatever. There's probably like thousands of people with like, you know, a couple of viewers. So yeah, the trick is if you're trying to become a streamer, how do you break out of this like graveyard, right? How do you ascend? I don't know. Good question.
That's why I'm scrolling to the bottom just to see like what the difference. Maybe there's a difference in quality.
Fucking sleep stream, dude. Somebody's streaming themselves asleep. Look at that shit. Sleep stream.
3 views. 3 viewers.
Somebody's watching this person sleep.
We gotta click on this.
What the fuck? It's like a kid. Oh, he's awake. Fucking liar.
This is creepy as hell, dude.
This is creepy. Oh, look, the guy's name was Creeper Fan, too. Oh, man. This is hilarious.
Shit. So it goes all the way to the top.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, man, I mean, like, oh, shit.
Oh, we got to end.
God damn it.
Should we just, like, end it?
Yeah.
We're so far off from talking about crypto, but whatever.
All right, no, let's call it.
Okay.
So thank you for listening to the Block Runner podcast.
Yeah, any updates you could think of? Like, shit to end it on? The camera's dead, so now we're just talking.
Yeah.
Crypto-wise. Yeah, no, Bitcoin is consolidating.
So
nothing exciting really going on with the price of Bitcoin. I mean, I think we already talked about it at the start, but like,
no, I think it's just consolidating and it's sort of entering this accumulation phase where it's loaded. It's getting its bags ready to go to 20K.
Exactly, the next leg up where it's going to retest that 20K probably next year sometime. So we'll probably see like a couple of months of like sideways action, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
So it'll be kind of boring. You know, it's going to be tough for us to find content to talk about. Like, look what we're doing now. We're looking at titty streamers. But
no, I mean, Justin Sun will emerge and he'll create content for us.
Yeah, we're always looking for the next drama. One thing I forgot to mention, dude.
Yeah.
You know how I talk about security tokens a lot and shit, like how revolutionary that's going to be in the future. Well, T0, like pretty much like the biggest exchange. You know T0, right? The connection with Patrick Byrne, Overstock CEO.
Sure.
They just announced like the first ever tokenized movie. So they're producing a movie about the guy who started Atari.
Oh.
It's like a legit Hollywood movie, but they're funding it through security tokens.
Sure.
And they're looking for like $40 million to make this movie or something like that. So it's going to be like a security token offering to produce this fucking movie. And if you own tokens of this movie,
and it makes
you're going to get revenue share.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say it's $40 million budget and it makes $200 million in the theaters or whatever.
So you,
so let's say you own.
So 5X.
Yeah, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Something
5X.
like that.
Yeah.
I doubt they're going to give you all the profit. They're going to have to like pay themselves and shit.
Well, if they tokenize the whole movie, right?
Yeah. The production of the movie, essentially, yeah.
Then if the budget is 40, that means that's 100%. So
yeah, I guess the part of the budget is like the paying the actors and the everybody, right?
Yeah,
I think. So then, yeah, if you make $200 million, the budget's $40 million, then you got $160 million profit. That's what gets divvied up among the token holders.
That's right.
That's dope.
That is badass.
That's fucking dope, man.
But movies flop so often.
I know.
That's not.
It's true. But dude, that sounds like an interesting movie. The Atari founder. I mean,
really? That's
what the movie's going to be about. I mean, they made one about Steve Jobs. They made one about fucking Mark Zuckerberg. Atari was a big name.
I don't know about $200 million though.
Nah, I don't.
They might break even to make $80 million 2x.
Yeah. But the point is,
I mean, the point of those projects is to support you because you want to see that movie. So you just say, I'll buy a couple tokens.
Yeah, and not only
just so you can support it,
exactly,
but not because you're intending to reap the rewards.
Yeah,
right. Now, if they did this with Avengers Endgame,
exactly.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, I mean, a big Hollywood production,
but
probably doesn't need this.
Yeah, Marvel, they got
plenty of money.
They
right?
got plenty of money.
But I don't know. I mean, this is the first one ever, and I think it's fucking.
It's cool for sure.
It's amazing to think about.
This is really good for the indie projects.
Oh yeah,
like if you have a good concept, like
it's like Kickstarter for movies essentially.
Yeah,
you pitch your idea, your concept, and maybe like. And I think the cool thing about it is like also as a token owner, like I think you decide who's going to be the actors on the movie. It's like a communal. Effort to produce this fucking thing. Like you vote on like who you want as. From what I read, that sounds like a lot to pull off.
I wouldn't be able to pick out.
Because think about it, it's like
an actor. I wouldn't be able to vote because I don't know enough about acting to be able to like, hey, that's the guy that needs to be on this movie.
I don't know. Again, there would have to be some kind of like hierarchy,
like
decision making.
Yeah.
Because
the producers, man, they got to put in the work too, so they would know better than we do who the best actor would be.
But I think, the way I'm thinking of it, or the way they're pitching it, is like it's like owning shares of a company. If you're a shareholder, then you decide and you part owner, right? You have part decision in what goes down.
Yeah,
like they vote.
Yeah,
the board members and shit of like big companies. So if you're like a big token holder, I'm assuming like your vote matters the most.
Yeah,
and you can make decisions on this production or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, it's cool as fuck, dude. I heard about that. I was like, man, the real estate shit got me excited.
Oh, for sure. See, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But this is like totally different. I wasn't expecting that.
Different use case. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, man.
But
anyways, just had to throw that one out there.
No, that was good. So yeah, we'll be back next week with another podcast, and please follow us on Twitter and
probably different camera angle, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask.
We're gonna try different angles next time.
Different camera angle, and hopefully, we'll have that cam link, so no more interruptions.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty,
all right.
See you later.
next week.